and Smut. Let me just start this off right. Okay. So, last night we ended, I think, within the first or second chapter. I have gotten further. I'm on page 152 now. Again, it's Beautiful Venom by Rina Kent. That's what we're reading currently. And I will give you a little summary situation. It is a dark romance, of course. Hockey themed, I guess. The main female character, her name is Dahlia. Love that. My best friend is Dahlia. Amazing. Kind of feels weird saying her name so much without actively talking to her. But yeah, so we have Dahlia, the main character. She is totally not stalking these they're in a college, I guess, a university, very prestigious, home of a secret society that is linked actually to a different book series that Rina Kent wrote called Legacy of Gods. So there's a little bit of a crossover situation, which is fun. Anywho, so this Dahlia girl is following these 3 boys that are part of the hockey team and part of this secret society that she's trying to get into. The motivation for her wanting to kind of get in with this secret society is because she suspects that they have something to do with her best friend's incident that has rendered her in a coma. So she's in the hospital. She's vegetable status right now. She had some sort of terrible accident happen, and Dahlia's just not really happy with the police's progress with figuring out what happened to her. And so she's trying to kind of take it in her own hands and figure things out. She is a med student at this university, so she has access to labs where she can run DNA tests and whatnot. So that's kind of her motivation for getting close with these guys, because she knows that they are, or she suspected, and then now knows that they are deeply involved in this secret society. And she wants to basically collect their DNA and see if they are a match with the DNA found under her friend's fingernails from the incident. I'm trying to think if I gave enough backstory. So that's kind of her lore, her backstory. She does in fact get their attention, so much so that Kane, the kind of ringleader of this group of dude bros, invites her to an initiation ceremony. And she thinks, oh yeah, totally, I can do that. It's no biggie. Totally fine. How hard can it be, right? And she's sorely mistaken. So he warns her several times, you're gonna have to sacrifice mind, body, and soul to pass this initiation. And if you don't pass, then you are exiled. If you don't follow through with that, then you are unalived. So a lot of incentive for her to pass these trials or whatever for this initiation, because not only could she be unalived, but then she'll never find out what happened to her best friend who's in the hospital. She goes to said initiation after getting the attention of this Kane guy, this dark, super broody Mr. Dark and Mysterious Kane. I'm glad that I stopped reading last night when I did, because I would not have been able to read out loud that chapter on social media, because it would have gotten my my account yeeted into the void forever. It was a really good read if you're into CNC, if you're into primal play and some masochism and things like that. It's really great. I enjoyed it a lot. She was not ready. I will put it that way. She was not ready for what she experienced. But shocker, she liked it a lot. And, she's going through the whole, in my opinion, cliche, he's such an asshole, but my body's responding to it. I love it, but I hate myself for loving it. Like, there's the whole rigmarole that is typical in these books, which I say it like it annoys me. I eat that shit up. And I think a lot of girls do when we read these. So, like, I can't be mad at it. But she's going through the mental gymnastics of, I hate this guy. I'm supposed to hate this guy, but like, pee feel good kind of thing. So flash forward, she gets through the initiation. She completes it. He's like, all right, cool. See you never. And she's like, whoa, 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 wait. Like, I completed this. Do I have tasks? Like, what? I'm in the organization now, like the secret society. Like, what, do I have any other tasks I can complete? Like, what can I do? She's thinking, like, hey, I should have access now to God knows what. But she's like, I'm here for a reason. I'm trying to get answers to things, and I can't do that if I'm just back at square one sitting at home. So she's getting a little ants in her pants about like wanting to move forward with her investigation and try to get access to information and whatnot. And meanwhile, he's starting his own stalkery tendencies in like getting to know her schedule and her past and, learning more about her. So he invites her to one of his hockey games. She runs into, at this hockey game, an ex of hers from the previous school that she went to. So she is at this school on a scholarship of some sort because it's a very elite school. But previously, she was going to just like a normie school. I don't know what to call it, but different university nearby. And so this guy that she went on a couple dates with, and she's alluding to he might have assaulted her. Something bad happened. He's either a piece of shit or he's just an asshole. You can read between those lines. So she runs into him at this hockey game, and he's kind of antagonizing her. Then he's antagonizing the guys that are playing. And hockey's already kind of a brutal sport. All of a sudden, it gets a little extra violency. And she kind of picks up on that, but is like, oh, I don't know. And that's kind of where we leave off. So I will continue reading as much as I can. We'll see how far I can get before I cannot say words aloud. So, wish me luck. So after the game ends in the Vipers' favor, barely, the players skate to the bench area and then to the locker room. Kane follows with a hand on Preston's neck as he speaks close to his ear, but he doesn't acknowledge me. At the beginning of the game, the first place he looked at as soon as he got on the ice was at me. I even think I saw an expression of satisfaction. Because she said she wasn't going to come, and she did. But now he leaves the rink without a look behind. My heart sinks. Why the hell did he ask me to come watch him if he was going to give me the cold shoulder? Is this another tactic? As the arena starts to empty out, the crowd talking animatedly, Marcus and I don't move. Marcus is the piece of shit I don't want to say ex-boyfriend, but the guy that she went on a few dates with. He doesn't seem to be in a hurry, but the last thing I want is to stay near the asshole. The only reason I stay is because I want to milk him for information. I face him. Hey, Marcus. Yeah, he says. You're a center like Kane, but how come you two play differently? Oh, hello, Goku butt. You gonna come hang out with me? There we go. He spears both hands behind his head and leans back against the seat. So now you're an expert in hockey? I swear, you didn't even know how many players were on a team a few months ago. People learn. So tell me, what's the difference between the two of you? He says, what did you notice that's different? Kane's movements are smoother. He says, he's boringly technical, just like Armstrong. They learned hockey from expensive coaches and camps that could only be afforded by their generational wealth. Someone has a chip on their shoulder. They feel violence is beneath them, so they steer clear of it, no matter what. They should play tennis instead of hockey. Little does he know. Violence is their middle names, all of them. Oh, okay, so she flat out says it. But Jude is violent. He's different. He has inborn talent that couldn't be killed by expensive coaches. He's the only one worthy of respect out of the three. Probably the one who dragged them into the game as well. Am I right to think acquiring such technical skills means rigorous training and a strict routine? So she's baiting him. She's playing with him right now. This is funny. Yes. Heard they spent their childhood in an all-boys boarding school where they were taught severe discipline. My scalp tingles with unease. How were they taught? Ask him, he smirks. If you dare. Before I can probe some more, he stands up and walks out. Some of the girls notice him and follow after him like moths to flames. I mean, I know Marcus is strikingly handsome, with his whole je ne sais quoi attitude, but there should be some sense of loyalty to our college. Marcus is like our team's arch nemesis. I mean, the Vipers. It's not our team. Like I said, this girl is down bad. After sticking around for some time until the arena empties, I'm asked to leave by security. On my way out, I check my texts and my mood sours when I find nothing from Kane. Obsessy. I should have spent my precious time by Violet's side instead of catering to his stupid whims. Again, Violet is the friend that is in a coma in the hospital. My steps are lethargic as I head to the parking lot where I left my bike. It's empty now except for a couple of cars. The light is dimmer here, and the silence lingers like a layer of smog. Smog? Okay, whatever. I quicken my pace towards the bike parking area and pause. The bike isn't there. Someone stole it? It's not even that great. I kick the pole, then groan in pain. God damn it. My bike is my only mode of transportation. I don't have the money to buy another one. A car stops beside me, and I look up, my brow furrowing. A golden Rolls-Royce's back window rolls down to reveal Isabella Drayton. Okay, Isabella is country. We don't like her. She's also obsessed with this Kane guy. Kane clearly has some sort of feels for Dahlia from the chapters I've read so far. Clearly it's the love, like, they're the love interest for this book. Isabella is going to be like that typical mean girl, but like rich with connections. So I already can tell she's going to try to fuck up Dahlia in some way. So interesting that the bike is gone and she rolls up. Her hair is gathered in a ponytail, and she looks down on me as if I'm the dirt beneath her car's tires. What's up, Charity? Can't find a ride home? My name is Dahlia, and my business is none of yours. She said, I was going to offer you a ride. As charity. Charity? Okay, just a reminder, they are at university. They're over 18. And this bitch is still pulling old school, like, mean girl tactics. Like, honey, you're not in high school anymore. What? Maybe I'm just naive. But I don't know. I'm like, wait, that ends in high school. That should end in high school. We grow up. We're supposed to grow up and not do that kind of thing. But correct. Mean girls never change. They will always be mean girls, apparently. And that's this Isabella girl. That's fine. So far in books I've read like these, she'll get hers by the end of the story. So, and I'll be gleeful when that happens. That was mean. I shouldn't say that, but it's a little true. Okay. No thanks. I search my surroundings just in case the bike was moved. You don't get to refuse me. When I order, you only comply, bitch. I swing around towards her, about to give her a piece of my mind, but a shadow appears from behind me. Before I can figure out who it is, something pricks my arm. I reach for the scalpel I always keep in my tote bag, but it falls to the ground. My tongue stops moving and my vision blurs. The last thing I see is Isabella's vicious smile as the world goes black. End of chapter. So, Isabella is not just a mean girl. She's scary. Oh, okay. I don't know. I feel like it's too early for me to have a favorite character. At the moment, I mean, we've really only had the points of view of Kane and Dahlia. No other like POVs yet. So I'm interested to see if that changes throughout the book. Um, I would really like a Preston POV. I'm curious what his lore is. I have a feeling I might like him because he's got the whole like pretty boy, ladies man, funny guy, kind of witty, always like Mr. Popular, but also cruel. And he's not quite as controlled as like Kane. Like Kane's like, oh, Mr. Control. And like to me that kind of gets old. So I am curious about this Preston guy, and I wonder. Again, I haven't looked into this to see if it's a series. So if it's not already, I hope that she's still writing and that it becomes a series and we get a situation like how a lot of these are where it starts with two people within this like group of characters and then the next book is two other people from the group of characters. I'm a sucker for stories like that. So we shall see. I'm going to try to read a little bit more. I don't know. She just got pricked. I don't know where this is going and how dark it's going to get. So I will attempt to continue to read. And if I'm unable to, then I will log off, read it, and fill you in tomorrow. So that's the plan currently. So she's coming to. Okay. Hush now, my darling. The moon's in the sky. The waves on the shore sing a soft lullaby. The stars in the heavens will watch while you sleep and carry your dreams to the ocean so deep. Mama's soft voice echoes in my ears as my lids fall closed, flickering in that dreamy place between wakefulness and sleep. Mommy, I whisper, but I'm not sure if any sound comes out. My head's heavy and my limbs are gripped by paralysis, as if I'm shackled to the rugged bed beneath me. I don't know if I can keep reading out loud. Mom's gentle features appear blurry behind my reddening eyelids, but her soothing voice carries on in the darkness. Rest now, my sweet one, the night's gentle song will cradle you close as the tides move along. The sea whispers softly, the wind hums a tune, and soon you'll be dancing beneath the soft moon. Are you here to get me, Mom? A calloused hand lands on mine, and she stops singing. Do you want me to get you, dear? Don't know if I can keep reading. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, so she's dreaming / hallucinating about her past, combination of her past and including Violet in it as well. So Mom's lullaby echoes around me mixed with Violet's screams until my senses explode in maddening chaos. My eyes pop open. A white ceiling with a moldy spot in the corner greets me first. I try to sit up, but my limbs are so heavy, my head crashes back down. Hot. I'm so hot. The back of my throat is dry, and I feel as if my clothes are my worst enemy. Where am I? What happened? I cast my eyes around. A small white room, completely sterile except for the metal bed I'm lying on. The place is dim, bathed in a soft amber light that casts long, flickering shadows on the walls. Everything feels wrong. Hazy. The air around me is thick, pressing in, suffocating me with its weight. Again, I try to get up, but it's as if my body is tethered with unseen bounds. The world swims around me, blurring at the edges. Then my senses come back in sharp, jarring fragments. Unbearable warmth spreads over my skin, a fire igniting from the inside out. My heart pounds in my ears, each beat loud, pulsing through my veins. Every brush of fabric sends shivers through me, amplifying the burning heat. I breathe in, but my chest is tight, each breath shallow and ragged. The faint tang of sweat and something spicy hangs in the air, in my throat every time I swallow. The bed beneath me is soft, a contrast to the tension coiling in my muscles. Something's wrong. My body's too hot, my thoughts too sluggish, my skin prickles, every inch of me out of sync, yet too aware of everything. The air is like fingers ghosting over me, teasing, pulling. Not gonna say that. I try to move again, but it's like I'm disconnected from my body, my limbs barely responding to my brain. So, is she not figuring out yet that she got drogged? Like, what? The pounding of my heart drowns out my thoughts, the faint hum in the air that throbs with the same rhythm as my pulse. Can't read the next part. The door opens and I stare up as two men wearing the familiar masks, silver masks, walk in. Who are you? Oh God, why does my voice sound so needy? They approach me and I slide back. No, stay away. Doesn't matter what the hell Isabella and her minions injected me with, I won't let them touch me. Not even if this is related to the organization. I'm gonna need to stop reading here. It's about to get spicy. I do like so far, kind of the cadence of spice versus storyline. I tend to lose interest in books where it's just like spicy scenes the entire time. I'm like, okay, if I wanted that, like, I would watch my videos. Like, I don't need that, you know. I like the plot. I like when there's some spice along with the plot, but I like a good plot. And I am super curious how this secret society organization or whatever is intertwined with what happened to her friend. And I'm thinking even past that to her parents passing away in the car accident, because the fact that during the initiation she watched, or they played footage of that accident that she's never even seen before, leads me to believe that they might have had something to do with it. So I'm gonna throw out my gut feeling. My guess is gonna be that she and Kane get into a situationship more so than they are right now, and they start to get lovey-dovey, right? They start to trust each other, things start to get romantic, and then she finds out that it's his family that is the reason for her parents getting in that car accident. That's my hunch. That is not, I did not read that, not saying Rina Kent, don't sue me. That's just I don't know, that's my gut feeling at the moment, is that it's going to be his parents, his dad in particular, because in this secret society, women are like nothing, which is so stupid. But so it would be his dad that would have been the one to like orchestrate that. So we shall see. I don't know. All right. Well, I'm going to log off and keep reading on my own because it is getting spicy and I'm all about that spice life. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little read along. And I don't know how frequently I'm going to do this. I'll be honest. Life's crazy. Life's busy. I'm often very tired, but I do read a lot. And it might just make sense for me to just film while I read. So I'm going to try to make a habit of it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it and it makes sense to keep doing it. But appreciate you joining Smoothies and Smut, and I will see you later. Bye.